So no matter what you're into, whether it's cars, watches, mice, keyboards, you're probably always searching for the perfect one, right? And while I'm definitely a believer that there is no perfect keyboard, the Rama Thermal comes damn near close. What is up, guys? Randall here. So when you hear the words mechanical keyboard, the first thing that might come to mind, or like the first brand, is Corsair or Razer, right? But what if I told you there was an entire community centered around this very topic, with individuals making everything from custom mechanical keyboards to custom Cherry MX switches, or even artisan keycaps like this little guy here? Well, there is, obviously. But my advice would probably be to stay away because it could get super expensive. One of those names that is really well known in the community is Rama. This is the Rama Thermal, a custom mechanical keyboard machined using the best materials possible with design, functionality, and such a pleasurable typing experience you didn't even know you wanted it until you had it. While there's a ton of amazing stuff they make on their website, no one will dispute basically that they're most known for their keyboards, taking flaws in other designs and adding in ingenuity and creativity and design and creating something that is truly spectacular. What you're looking at here is one of their recent, but not so recent, more on that later, group buys. So a group buy is when a group of individuals or consumers come together to pool their money to purchase an item at a discount because it's being mass produced. One of the websites that has made this really popular is massdrop.com, which I'm sure you've heard of. However, there's a lot of other bigger brands that offer their products on Massdrop as well at a discounted price because they're predicting they're going to be selling a certain amount. So you might be asking yourself, why doesn't everybody just buy that, or why doesn't everybody just do that? Well, group buys aren't always for people looking for instant gratification. A lot of the times you have to wait for the product to be produced, usually in mass, and that can take an extended period of time. Sometimes over a year or even more. Rama is a perfect example of this because they'll constantly refresh their product line on their website with whatever they're offering for that particular month or quarter. However, I did wait about over a year to receive my keyboard, or I think it was. Not that it really helps from me wanting to literally throw my wallet at the monitor every time I look at their website because their products are just, oh my, they're like Apple in a way. They make you want to buy something and you didn't even know you wanted it until you see the picture of it. We've all been there. Besides being outright beautiful though, there is quite a bit of thought that goes into the functionality and the design of even a keyboard like this. Everything from the selectable option of a PCB with hot swappable cherry style switches or traditional soldering to the color of the casing and the plate that's inside. So yes, if you haven't guessed, you will have to put this keyboard together yourself. It doesn't come completely built. However, now with the hot swappable cherry switch PCBs as an option with a lot of these custom manufacturers, it really is as simple as lining up some metal and screwing some screws in. You could go for the traditional soldering options if you want a particular layout, but with the ability to try different keys and test out different switches, I highly recommend the hot swappable PCB version, no matter what you get at this point. Besides the fact that different layouts are still very possible, albeit some casing designs like the thermal may limit you a little, like you see with the traditional Alt and Control area on the keyboard. The layout I'm using also splits where the backspace would traditionally be and moves the backspace above the Enter key, which makes far more sense to me. I always switch my control and caps locks on any keyboard I use as well. I'd highly recommend looking at the keyboards and making sure that the layouts that they offer fit your needs. But I'd say don't be afraid to experiment. And remember, you can always change the bindings of the keys later by flashing the keyboard. Besides layout though, the thermal comes with a myriad of colorways. I went with the Moon, which is basically gray case, and the Kirk, which is black plate. I really love the two-tone look that you see here. I also opted for the starter kit, which included Gatoron inks. It also included GMK stabilizers, and I opted for the optional aluminum keycap I used for my function key that is designed by Rama to actually fit the theme of the keyboard. In terms of quality, you're just not getting something that has more care and attention to detail in both the design and the materials used. Everything feels and looks extremely high quality. From the bead blasted anodized aircraft grade aluminum body and the polished anodized aircraft grade aluminum plate, to the dope Ziploc bags that house the tools and screws needed to put the keyboard together and complimentary keycap puller. While I'm eager to try a brass plate on a keyboard, I can't really imagine it would feel much better than this, to be honest. The board also includes a removable braided USB-C cable stamped with their logo on the end. This board uses a half spring mount, unlike the gasket mount in the other keyboard I'm going to review next. Manufacturers will use different mounting options where the switch actually mounts to the keyboard to give you a different typing experience. They all feel very different depending on the one the keyboard exhibits. After you built your keyboard and you chose your switches, you're going to need stabilizers as well. Stabilizers are the switches that have the bar in them that go where the larger keys are on your keyboard to give you a more even press. Like, you know, like the enter key or sometimes the backspace key. I like GMK stabilizers, which I clipped and lubed along with my switches to give it a smoother feel. When it comes to stabilizers though, the options here are limitless as well. I mean, it just is infinite between switches, keycaps, stabilizer, whatever. You could go on forever. Everything from Zeal PC with gold bars to traditional cherry switches and cherry stabilizers. I mean, the list goes on. I'm not going to go into too much detail about that right now. I don't want this review to get overwhelmed for people just looking to check out the keyboard with too much information. So I'll put some resources in the description in reference to key switches and stabilizers, and I may do a video in the future about it. Let me know in the comments if you want me to cover some of this stuff as well. The keycaps I use and you see here are made by Enjoy PBT. Essentially, they are the best PBT keycaps with cherry profile. GMK keycaps, being ABS plastic instead of PBT, have the most vibrant and varied colorways, a process just not capable with PBT keycaps, unfortunately, given the way the plastic absorbs the color dyes. While I love my GMK sets for their vibrancy and color options, I feel the thickness of the high quality PBT keycaps beat out the lightness of even GMK's ABS and the lack of durability, as I already have shine on my rather new GMK set I use with this other custom board. Another advantage to ABS keycaps though is the molding process. No matter how good a quality the PBT keycaps you have are, you're almost always guaranteed to get a warped spacebar or any larger key. All PBT keycaps are definitely not made equal. Enjoy PBT is leagues above any other PBT keycaps I've used, and even on these you could see that the spacebar is pretty warped. I was actually forced to put it upside down on the keyboard to even use it. Like I mentioned before, the typing just feels amazing. Personally, I like it a little more with the PBT keycaps because of the thickness. But like I said, I would still take GMK keycaps over another brand of PBT because Enjoy PBT is just so much better than anything else out there. However, I highly recommend at least owning one custom keyboard because besides the keycap differences, when comparing to other brands like Razer and Corsair, this is just another level of crisp. It's just another level of quality. It is premium everywhere from start to finish. However, and I will forewarn you again, it can get very addicting and expensive, and I haven't even begun to talk about artisan keycaps, which, oh my lord. And I will definitely cover those in another video because they need a video all on its own. So sick. Okay, so now the moment you've all been waiting for, especially if you're not new to custom mechanical keyboards, Cherry MX switches, mechanical keyboards in general, and that's going to be the sound test. This is a sound test of my keyboard, which I have the Enjoy PBT keycaps, Gatoron inks, which are a linear switch similar to like Black's, but lubricated with the GMK stabilizers, clipped, lubricated with grease, Band-Aid mod. I think that covers everything. Enjoy. Like I mentioned before, the typing experience is amazing, and I highly recommend owning at least one custom mechanical keyboard, high quality keyboard. Wait, we got a visitor. Yeah, I highly recommend at least one custom mechanical keyboard, especially if you like hooking up your desk setup or if you game, because I'm a strong believer that there's no such thing as a gaming keyboard, right? I mean, anything will work, and gaming on something like this just feels mint. The experience and customization options are just so much fun, but again, forewarning, it is super addicting and can get very expensive. And I haven't even begun to talk about artisan keycaps, which are just at another level of clean, another level of creativity, but obviously that's for another video. I would like to cover that a little more in detail. So that's about it, guys. I hope you liked this review of the Rama Thermal and general overview of custom mechanical keyboards in general. I tried my best to keep the video as short as possible. I'm a little rusty. I have a feeling it's gonna be a little long, so my apologies if it's too long. I'm trying to keep them dense and short, but if I missed something, please let me know in the comment section, and please subscribe if you're not subscribed. If you are subscribed, stay subbed. I know I was gone for a while, but I'm going to be trying my best to upload a video a week now and keep them high quality. I'd rather do that than just dump a video a day. Keep them, I want to get content out, but I want to keep them good quality, so it's going to be one a week. I may start streaming soon, so look out for that. But yeah, hit the like button if you like the video. It does help me a ton, and also using some of the affiliate links in the description can help me out a little bit as well. If you see something you like and you want to use one of those affiliate links. If you didn't like the video, feel free to hit the dislike button. But if you don't like it, do me a favor in the comment section. Let me know why you didn't like it so I can make the next video better. Otherwise, honestly, you're just hating. That's about it. I'll catch you in the next one. I don't know, what do all the cool YouTubers do at the end of the video? They do something, right? They do a little bit of this? Okay. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Whoa! What's the matter, Bubs? Nope, not on the mic. Cat hair everywhere. Oh my